word apocalypse is often equated with downed power lines, collapsed buildings, and the looting of electronic stores, which doesn't make any sense because of the collapsed power lines. Add a huge herd of zombies to the mayhem, and you have the zombie apocalypse. Apocalypse is a Greek word meaning revelation. So the zombie apocalypse literally means that which zombies reveal. Astute zombie fans already suspect that zombies are trying to tell us something. The problem is getting past all the gurgling and grabbing and biting in order to hear what they are saying. It was over 50 years ago that the modern zombie first lurched and shambled across our movie screens.
Night. Of the living dead.
Now they are everywhere, and they are growing in numbers. It is their very popularity that signals that something is up with zombies. It means that they are resonating. Zombies are on TV, and new shows are spinning off of old shows, and zombie movies are continuing to show up in theaters and on the on-demand menus. There are all kinds of video games and game mods that feature zombies. There are volumes of graphic novels about zombies and print novels about them too. Some people are troubled by the growing appeal of the zombie horde, especially if they have a zombie fan living in their house or attending their youth group. And there might be some cause for concern. Is the fan attracted to the zombies because they like the ubiquitous violence and the gruesome disemboweling of victims? Unless it's an unhealthy appetite for violence or something like that, I have good news for you. Zombies and the stories that feature them are about a lot more than violence and bad table manners. Their presence is a warning, and that's good, right? A warning is good if it can help us turn around before we step off a cliff. This video is a preface to a video series about what zombies mean. The series is called Zombies, the Monsters for Our Time. Zombies are here because there is something wrong with the way, as a culture, we look at and experience the world and understand ourselves. In this, zombies are prophetic. And like the prophets of the Bible's Old Testament, zombies are in their own way telling us where we've gone wrong, exhorting us to repent, and showing us, rather graphically, the effects of ignoring their message. If you are worried about moral relativism, rampant consumerism, the marginalization of faith and religious institutions, or concerned about the loss of meaning and the other effects of a general turn from objective reality, then you need to know that you have a powerful ally, the zombie horde. The zombies are on your side. They are challenging some foundational cultural assumptions and beliefs that lie at the root of secular materialism. I'm not suggesting that we ought to shape the zombies into some kind of object lesson to promulgate some sort of corrective agenda. We don't have to shape it to critique our culture. It's doing that already, and it's doing it beautifully. Okay, not beautifully. It's doing it hideously, but it's doing it. Zombie narratives are violent and gruesome, and they aren't for everyone, but you shouldn't avoid them for pietistic or sentimental reasons. Remember that in art, gruesomeness and violence aren't necessarily bad. The way I talk about zombies sometimes has people asking me, do you think zombies are real? Well, the answer isn't a simple yes or no. Do I believe that there are or could ever be corpses walking around in various states of decay trying to eat the living? Probably not. Do I believe that when metaphors are powerful and prophetic and true, they are in a sense real? Yes. The animated dead are suggesting something important about reality, so who cares if they are literally real or not? They are symbolically and metaphorically real, and that kind of real is often more important. We all ask big questions like, who am I and why am I here? Is there anything up there or out there? And if so, what is it? What's wrong with the world and what should we do to fix it? Even if we don't ask these questions, we live out the answers to them. The answers to these big questions have significant effects on how we live in the world. The popularity of these monsters tells us that we are in the middle of an identity crisis. The zombie is a monster, and that means it's trying to tell us something. The problem is getting past all the moaning and mouthfuls of intestines. For now, let's just say that they are challenging some of our fundamental cultural assumptions and beliefs about ourselves and how we think about reality. If we are patient and careful, the zombies will tell us what we need to know. That will be the zombie apocalypse. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.